Professor Fullop, how are you?
I'm good. Nice to see you guys. I only
Nice.
see you actually.
We met
But
several times this week.
yeah. I'm just saying that I cannot see the others who are in the chat. I just see only you.
Oh, really? Okay, so let me first make you a co-host so that you can see the others as well. Just one second. Okay, there you are. Um, Thank you very much for joining, Professor Peter Fullop, the Vice Dean of Debrecen University Medical Faculty. And with us, we still have 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We have prospective students who are joining, and we have students who already enrolled to Debrecen University, some of them in order to study in Debrecen, Hungary, some of them in order to hopefully study in Debrecen, Eilat. And, the interest is huge. And when we started the whole process, I told Professor Pani, I remember the conversation with him, I told him that once we do this, Debrecen University will become very famous in Israel. And indeed, that's what's happening. And I can tell you that it became the most popular university among all countries and universities that we work with. And I think that you could see it by the number of applicants this year, which was skyrocketing, and it's going to remain so. And as you know, we truly believe in this project. But even before that, we believe in the knowledge and the academic level of Debrecen University. So please, Professor Fulop, the stage is yours.
Okay.
Let me just make you. Here you go. Yes.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. As Mr. Cohen said, I'm Peter Philip. I'm an MD PhD working for 27 years at the University of Debrecen. Graduated in '99, and my commitment may be shown by that even my father, my mother, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, even my grandfather graduated from this university, and my daughter is starting her first year this September. So I myself an internist and endocrinologist, and I also work for the International Education and the Coordinating Center for International Education Center for 21 years. For you who are not familiar completely with University of Debrecen Medical Faculty, the medical education started 108 years ago. We will celebrating 110 years medical education in 2028. And we started the international education with the English program 29 years ago at the Faculty of Medicine. Faculty of Medicine was the very first faculty of University of Debrecen who started the international education. Recently, here in Debrecen, we have around 200 new students for the Hungarian and 250, slightly more than 250 international students. Altogether, we have more than 2,300 at the international education for medical. Um, for those who are interested in medical, we have to say that we start the education with the basic sciences like anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, biophysics. That's for 2 years. This gives you a strong foundation. And then we continue with the preclinical, like pathology, microbiology, clinical biochemistry. Plus, we start also internal medicine and surgery at the third year. And the next 3 years will be mostly the clinical years, starting all kind of subjects from ENT to trauma, internal medicine, surgery, obs and gyn, etc., etc. Um, Compulsory, there are compulsory subjects which you have to complete. Plus, we also have a huge selection of elective courses covering all fields of the basic, the preclinical, and the clinical sciences as well. We also have, like, for example, we are also starting a Kaplan, USMLE Kaplan course this semester. I'm tutoring that we agreed on with the Kaplan. Even for step 1 and step 2, we are offering the course, and also when finishing after the 6 years and defending your thesis work, etc., etc., you will get a internationally recognized diploma accredited by all over the world. We are focusing and we are putting a big, how would I say, focus on the international accreditation processes. So for registration purposes, etc., our diploma is accredited in Hungary, in Israel, and all over the world in the USA as well. Pretty much that's it briefly. Debrecen, I can talk about Debrecen. I was never in Eilat. We were supposed to be there right now. I mean, I know. I was once in Israel, Tel Aviv, and the surrounding area. I visited and did entrance examination there many years ago. But we have a very good faculty, I can say, a very nice campus. I'm sure that you can agree on that with me, Moshe. We have around 800, slightly more than 800 doctors and researchers working these clinical and theoretical departments, providing, I can say, cutting edge education, research, and also diagnostics and treatment like medical. Pretty much that's it. I'm open to discussion or questions if you have any.
Professor Fullop, you yourself teach internal medicine, right?
Yes, yes. I'm the international. I'm the educational advisor responsible for international education in the internal medicine. Yes.
And how do you see the possibility of students, which is ongoing for many years, to do clinical rotations in Israel?
I can see that can happen easily. Many of our recent Israeli students are doing their rotations in Israel, in your highly reputed hospitals. The rotations for the 6 year contain six subjects. Internal medicine, that's the largest. That's 9 weeks. Then surgery, obs and gyn, psychiatry, neurology, and pediatrics. So that's six main subjects, and each subject after the rotations are finalized with a final exam. But the students are free to go to their chosen locations. We restrict some weeks to stay here because we would like to see the students by ourselves as well. But the students are freely, they can go freely to Israel, to USA, to all over the world. Usually students like that because they like to go close to their potential job places where they would like to apply later. They would like to be in the sight of the professors and the chief doctors as well.
Yeah, I always tell students that one of the reasons it's so important is because then they are known by physicians in their home country, and it's easier to find a place to specialize in the future.
Yes, yes, exactly. The other thing is that we are liking to see the students by themselves because it's very important for them. Recently, I can see the letter of recommendation, and the letter of recommendation should come from the chief doctors here in Debrecen as well, and they can also have to show their connection. They did their thesis work, they did the student research. We offer a very big variety of student research with huge conferences, and it's very popular among students as well. And that actually helps us and helps them as well to make these bridges.
Yes. There are already few questions. One of them is if it's possible to be exempted of courses if I have previous academic knowledge or previous academic courses that I did elsewhere.
Yes, you have to show your transcript so we can accept some courses. We have a committee for that, and they can check the curriculum and the taught material, and some courses can be accepted. Yes, yes.
Thank you. So it's possible to apply for exemptions.
Yes, exactly.
Can you elaborate a bit more about the possibility to do clinical rotations in the United States? Is
Uh,
Debrecen recognized by all accreditation systems in the United States?
we are recognized for the diploma registration purposes. Like I said, the diploma is accepted. We also have an accreditation from the New York and the California committees or accreditation committees. We are actively working on. This is one of my recent jobs and duties to expand our teaching hospitals in the USA, and the students can also do it their own. For example, we had a very good connection with the New York that was called Wyckoff Hospital. During the COVID, they postponed our contract, so we are actively working on that as well.
Thank you. Um, there is a question about agreement with hospitals in Israel.
Mhm.
And I can say, Professor Fullop, correct me if I'm wrong, that some of the hospitals in Israel have HAC accreditation. HAC is Hungarian Accreditation Committee,
Yes.
right?
Yes, that's true. You are completely right. There are many hospitals, Shiba and the others. Professor Pani was working actively on that in the past years, visiting these hospitals, and many hospitals are accredited by the Hungarian Accreditation Committee.
So it's not just, for your question, Noah, it's not just Clalit, it's
No.
also Shiba and also Asafa Ofe. So there are
Yes.
several hospitals, many of them are Hungarian, have a Hungarian accreditation.
And also those who are not accredited, if the student would like to go there, we can see their like beds, the doctors, etc., etc. And there are individual, like say, in accreditations. If we can say that the Israeli hospital can provide the teaching requirements what we require and we would like to see, then we can say that yes, go there, spend the amount of weeks there, and then come back and do the exam.
Professor Fullop, I told the students several times that opening of a branch in Eilat is subjected to the approval and license from the Israeli Council of Higher Education and also the license from Hungarian Accreditation Committee.
Yes.
But we have a student here, her name is Tael, and she's asking if we will have these licenses, even if we are a small group, like 10 students, you will allow us to go to Eilat for, let's say, second semester, subjected to the fact that you have the license?
I think yes, yes, yes. This is our purpose that the education should be carried out in Eilat. Yes.
Thank you. About Hungarian language, there is a question. So allow me to answer and correct me if I'm wrong. Learning Hungarian language is absolutely mandatory because some of the clinical rotations will be done in Hungary anyway. And at the end, the state exam is carried out in Hungarian language, and you want to have a European license. Am I right, Professor
No, no,
Fulop?
no. No, the that's a kind of mixture of both. So yes, in Hungary the patients speak Hungarian. There are some exemptions for sure, but when doing physical examination, history taking, yes, you have to have some Hungarian command. That's why we offer Hungarian courses for the international students. Also, but in the era of Google Translator, it's much easier for the students. I can say when I started my medical education in 1993, it was much harder for the international students, so they can cope with that. For the state exam, the examination itself, when talking with the patient, yes, it's in Hungarian, but when we're talking with the professor and doing the exam, it's in English.
Yes. I mean, only the communication with the
Yes,
patients should
yes,
be in Hungarian language, and
yes,
therefore the students need to know Hungarian language.
yes, yes.
Uh, Professor Fullop, students are asking about scholarship. And as far as I know, there is a significant scholarship for students who study in Debrecen, Hungary, and apply and get accepted for it. Can you speak about this a bit?
That's absolutely correct. Depending on their grades, they can get a scholarship. It's called UD University of Debrecen International Scholarship Program. And based upon their grades, if I'm not mistaken, they can get a 30 to 90% off from the tuition fee. But for that, you have to be a good student for sure.
Yes. So it is possible to apply for scholarship for a
Yes.
significant reduction in the tuition fee. If I'm not mistaken, also some assistance in the common expenses, monthly common expenses.
Yes, yes, dormitory, etc., common expenses as well. Yes.
Yes. Um, Students are asking about the clinical years. So clinical years, as mentioned, Debrecen is already allowing students to do some of the clinical rotations, many clinical rotations in Israel, but not just Israel.
Yes.
They're asking if an Eilat program will open, will they still need to know Hungarian? And the answer is, allow me to answer. The answer is yes, because you do need to know it for the state exam.
Yes, exactly. And also when doing rotations, maybe the student cannot do all the rotations in Eilat. It can happen. Then yes, it's highly advised to know some basic Hungarian. We are not expecting state exam like Oxford English, like Oxford Hungarian from the students. But based upon my experience, Israeli students are very, very good in learning languages. So I usually do not see any problem in that. Honestly,
Thank you.
honestly.
Um, we had a relatively extensive week so far, and even though you didn't come to Israel because of obvious reasons, we did online meetings with many people. What was your impression? Students are asking about your impression from the meeting and the chances to open in Eilat. I know that you cannot provide promises or reassurances, but anything you can say will be beneficial for the students.
One word popped up in my mind, commitment. And commitment from both sides. I was kind of astonished by your commitment, guys. Also, all the professors and the lawyers and everybody whom I met Monday, Tuesday, and today as well. And also, I can tell that from our side is also we are committed to open this Eilat campus or Eilat branch, because not only expanding Debrecen, it would be a win-win situation, I can tell, for both parties. So I was convinced by your commitment. Exactly.
Thank you very much. It's very good to hear. Um, Students are asking about research opportunities in Debrecen. How do you see that? Are we as students allowed to do research?
Not allowed, highly encouraged, highly encouraged. So usually students like to get a glimpse of research. For example, myself, after first year, I started my student scientific research work in Department of Medical Chemistry. Then I switched to internal medicine, my home department now as well, and they are highly encouraged to do this research either in the preclinical, clinical, or also in the theoretical fields. Our educators and doctors and researchers are also dedicated to do these things together. The research means that you find a tutor, you agree on the research topic, etc. And you do it together. And every year we organize a local, and every second year we have a national student research conference where the students can show and present their research activity. We also give nice kind of awards for that, and it can be a very, very big plus, I can say, because I'm also writing a letter of recommendations to USA, to Israel, and all over the world. I can say that is a very, very big plus in the CVs and in the letter of recommendations to show that I did student scientific research, even I published a paper or presented in a conference. That is a huge plus, yes.
Does it happen that students participate in a paper and have their name?
It's not coming at the first month. So we have to tell the students that, okay, I'm here. Research is research. I also do research. I did part of my PhD at Brown University, Brown Medical School in Providence, Rhode Island, which is an Ivy League school. And I remember myself how I struggled to have one paper even from an Ivy League school, for example. So I cannot tell that, yes, you will be in there. But if we have students who are in papers, and yes, they can see themselves in print and on online as well as a contributor, not a contributor, as an author of a paper, yes, but you have to put your efforts in that as well.
Of course, of course. There is a question. When I study in Debrecen and then I have a summer break, am I committed to do some clinical work during my summer break?
Yes, there are compulsory practices. Like, for example, after the first or second year, you have to do a nursing practice. That's 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. You can do it either after first or second year, and after that, you have a clinical rotation, a clinical practice, which is happening right now. That's the summer practice. That's for 3 weeks. We have 2 blocks for that. We are running the second block right now. I just opened that and give the orientation on Monday morning to our students in the internal department. So yes, plus we have block practices, but they are part of the regular semesters. 2 weeks. This is usually like the most by the students, because you are shadowing a doctor and you are allowed to do certain interventions under the supervision of a doctors, like IV sampling, ascites drainage, etc., etc. That brings, the education much closer to the students, not only learning from in the lecture hall, but really being on bedside, doing ECGs, doing this and that. Students like much that this is, I remember myself, that was at fourth year when I decided, that was my first block practice at internal medicine. That was the time when I decided to become an internist.
Thank you very much. I see the questions about Eilat, and again, I will answer what I told you before. In order to open the Eilat campus, we need to have a license from the Israeli Malag, Council of Higher Education, and also from the Hungarian Council. We are committed. Both sides are, as you heard, Professor Fullop, both sides are very committed to the process. However, we will not provide any promises until we have everything set and ready. Once we have updates, like receiving an Israeli license, we will update you, and we do the same in Hungary. You know me, those of you who know me, and you know how much I believe in this project, the importance for both sides, and you can hear from Professor Fullop after a very extensive week that Debrecen is also committed to the process. But that's what we can say now. I know that the motivation is high and the questions are there, and we will update as soon as we have the most reliable answer to you as students. We are always very transparent, and it's important to continue to be transparent with you as students and parents.
I completely agree. Yes, but I was really convinced by your commitment and dedication to do meeting the mayor with you guys, all the researchers and professors and doctors. whom I met this week, I was convinced, yes.
Professor Fullop, despite the fact that you are not here, we wish you were here. It was a pleasure meeting you this week, and your positive attitude towards the whole campus and establishment is very encouraging. Thank you very much. And I will make sure to deliver to the students, to even students who are not here right now, this message. Thank you very much for everything that you're doing.
Thank
It
you
is
very
very
much also. Thank you very much. I also enjoyed that extensive week. And if still questions or anything, feel free to convey it to me and I will be happy to answer them.
Thank you very, very much. Have a very good evening, and I'll see
Thank
you
you.
tomorrow. We still have
Yes,
tomorrow.
yes, yes. Yes, yes. It's not even ended. Yes, we are continuing on working. Yes, exactly.
Thank you very much. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much, guys. Have a nice week. Not a weekend. Have a nice evening as well.
Thank you.
Bye.
ביי ביי. אתם מוזמנים להישאר איתי, אני אעבור לעברית. אני רואה את השאלות, כן? אני מבין את המוטיבציה ואת הרצון לקבל ודאות מוחלטת. אני אגיד לכם ככה, היה שבוע מאוד מוצלח. והשבוע המוצלח הזה של המון פגישות, המון פגישות, הוא עוד לא נגמר, אבל השבוע עד עכשיו היה מאוד מוצלח, ואתם שומעים את הגישה החיובית ואת העבודה שנעשית, כדי להביא למצב שיש לנו את האישורים הנדרשים לפתוח את הפקולטה. אני, עוד פעם, דיברתם איתי בעבר חלק מכם, ואני יודע כמה זה חשוב לכם וכמה אתם מחכים לזה. כמו שאתם מבינים, אני מחכה לזה אפילו יותר. אני מאוד מקווה שכבר בשבועות הקרובים יהיו לנו עוד חדשות טובות, ושנתקדם בקצב שדיברנו עליו קודם. מי שעבר אצלנו קורסים וכבר התקבל ללימודי רפואה בדברצן או בדברצן אילת יודע על מה אני מדבר, ושאכן נוכל בשנה האקדמית הקרובה לקבל אתכם באילת. מהצד שלנו אנחנו עושים הכל בשביל זה. כמו שאמרתי לכם קודם, כולל למרות הביטול של ההגעה של דברצן לפה לאור המתיחות הביטחונית והזרת המסע שלהם, כולל לקיים את כל הפגישות אונליין. זה הראה המון על המחויבות של האוניברסיטה לפרויקט, ואני יכול להגיד לכם אחרי השבוע הזה שהיה שבוע טוב, היה שבוע טוב, וכולנו מתקדמים לאותו כיוון. אז אני מאמין בזה, אתם כמובן תחליטו את ההחלטות שלכם, אבל אני מאמין בפרויקט ומאמין שאנחנו נצליח לפתוח בזמן. מעבר לזה אתם מבינים שאף אחד לא יכול לתת הבטחות בשם המועצה להשכלה גבוהה של הארץ או של הונגריה, אבל במסגרת מה שאני כן יכול להגיד, אני אומר בצורה מאוד פתוחה, אני מאמין ומקווה שאנחנו נפתח כפי שאמרנו לכם קודם בזמן.